All right, guys, you are in for a treat. If you're watching this, you're a guinea pig. You're part of a pilot program. I've decided to start doing weekly auction recaps for Alt. For those of you not familiar with the Alt platform, it is a sales, it's more than just auction house. But we're going to focus on the auction results, and we're going to give you guys a glimpse at what happened last night on September 6th on Alt's weekly auction. We'll take a glance at maybe 12 to 15 different cards. We'll look at the cards. The one thing I do like about this is you can get big time, huge images of the card. So you're going to notice when I do zoom in on a card, you're going to get a great, nice, high-def image of the card on your screen share, and then we'll look into the minutia. We'll look into the details of the card. These Alt auctions, these weekly auctions, start on a Thursday, and they run for 14 days. So they start on Thursdays, end on Thursdays, but there's one every week after the other. So at all points, there's two auctions going at the same time. So if you buy on Golden, if you buy on eBay, if you buy on Fanatics, it might be worth time checking on Alt, seeing what's out there. I was not logged in or a member or whatever you want to call it for Alt. It took me like 3 seconds. And so now I am a member of Alt, and I can go bid on cards and continue to lose the Jordan cards that I want, because those cards continue to set records and I continue to lose all of my auctions. So enough about me. Let's get cranking. Let me show you the interface, because it is beautiful, and let me show you how I got to where I'm at. So I've got Alt's sold listings. As you can see, I've got sold listings marked. The filters are over here. Basketball cards only. We're looking at the basketball cards, and we're looking at cards that sold for over $1,000. Now, the one drawback is, as of right now, on Alt's auction sold item software, there's no filter to sort by highest to lowest, as well as just the cards that sold last night. So if I sort highest to lowest, it's going to pull up every card that's ever sold on Alt. So I've got to kind of pick and choose the cards that I'm going to look at. So as you can see, I just scroll through the cards, and up here at the top, which is behind the banner, the Cajun Cardboard banner, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 cards that we're going to look at today that sort of caught my eye that sold last night on Alt for more than $1,000. So let's not waste any time. I do need you guys to comment below. Let me know what you think. Do you like these Friday morning recaps? Apparently, the Monday morning recaps from the Fanatics weekly auctions are going bananas. The views are almost double what they used to be. So you guys are eating those up, and you guys are happy with the product that I'm delivering. I'm going to try to do more of the same on Friday mornings and get these guys, these sales out to you from the Alt weekly auction. So let me know what I can do better, what I'm doing good, what I'm doing bad, and what you want more or less of. So here we go, first card. And like I said, can't you see that big, beautiful, badass image? Remember when courtside silver was the rage of the hobby? People were freaking out. They were like, wait a second, it's not serial numbered and it's low pop? That's impossible. We've never heard of such a treasure. But these silver courtside Lukas during the heyday, like pre-pandemic, were absolutely bananas. It was all the rage. Everybody was saying, select silver courtside is going to take over gold prism and this and that, and all, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. Well, this is a beautiful quad gem silver courtside Doncic rookie card, shooting his shot after he flops to get the foul from Derrick Rose here in the foreground. This quad gem is also a Mike Baker silver sticker, if you guys can zoom in and see that. Here's what the Alt platform looks like. It's pretty cool. So it's got the card over here. If you want to see the back, of course, there's the back. It gives you the description of the card up here at the top. This BGS 9.5 is a pop 28. That's pertinent because that's the card we're looking at. But check it out. Right on screen. I don't need to click in. Right on screen, you're going to see it also gives you the PSA and the BGS population of said card. There's your pop 28. We know there's only one BGS 10. If you want to compare total gems right away, add them up. Easy. That's 71. Even a Cajun can do that math. It's a really nice little interface here. And forgive me if it sounds like this is the first time I'm looking at this. It is. So I'm looking at this interface and these auction results for the first time ever on Alt, and I like what I see. I'll be quite honest with you. And so down here, it's got the recent transactions automatically pulled up for you, and it's only got the last 4. And that's fine because you can click this View All button. Check this out. And when you click view all, not only does it show you what they sold for, but it also shows you where and when. And if you wanted to click in and look at that particular sale, you certainly could just click on these little hyperlinks right here. It'll take you to eBay, and you can look at that December 12th sale for $2,425. I pulled up this one because I thought it was interesting. It looks like there's a little bit of a movement on Luka Doncic. Yes, do you remember when the whole world was enraptured with Luka Doncic? Well, if we kind of go back to February, the card was at $2,000, $2,163, $2,700, $2,200, $2,281. So it looks like there's a little movement. If we keep going way back, you'll see, obviously, this was a mega card way back. And look, if I want more, I can get more. I can show you. It's going to make your blood boil because this used to be a what? $15, $18, $17, $14,000 card. I mean, way back in the day, this was really, really something. So that's sort of what the recent transaction results are going to look like when I do these alt weekly recap videos on Friday, if this is something that you guys think sticks and that you guys want. Here's the deal. If you want me to keep doing these, you have to hit the like button. I know that sounds stupid, and I know it doesn't matter. I need you to comment. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to tell me you want me to keep doing these because, again, I've only got so much time during the week. I got to pick and choose the content that I put out. If you want me to do an alt weekly recap video every Friday morning where you guys get to do more data and look into more cards, I got to know it. You got to give me some feedback in the comments below. And if you don't want me to do it, I need to know that too because, like I said, time is precious and I can put out some other content instead. The other cool thing is it automatically links you to the Luka Doncic cards that have sold over the last 90 days. Despite the vibe I'm feeling, it says Luka's down 1.59% over the last 90 days. I guess it just depends. But if you kind of look at this little line here, my guess is this is 90 days. It looks like the last 30 days we were down here, and now look where we are. So maybe that momentum swing that I am starting to feel, not only in the hobby in general, but especially in Luka Doncic cards, is substantiated by this little graph that we're looking at right here. And if we wanted to look into it, I'm assuming I can click it. Boom, now I'm out of, I don't know where I am now. I just did something stupid. So let's go back. The other interesting thing is, for the basketball, the identification of what's going on with the basketball market, I'm not sure I agree with this because it looks like it's nosediving over the last couple of days. But there's this beautiful Eastern European model named Natalia who has been chosen to be for whatever reason, the avatar for the Sport of Basketball Index. So I'm not sure what's going on. I feel some kind of Eastern European vibe. She may or may not be wearing jewelry in the picture. She's clearly wearing long sleeves and her midriff is showing. So I'm not sure, Alt, where Natalia fits in and why she's the basketball avatar image. But, whatever. We'll see. We'll keep seeing Natalia. We'll keep checking on her. All right, next card. Let's look at this. It's the Tyrese Halliburton. Remember the guy that sat the bench for the Olympic team? It's funny because it's like an honor. You got selected by the Olympic team, and then all of a sudden you're sitting the bench behind a dude that's got a hairline that starts behind his ears in Derek White, who's like the sixth best player on the Celtics. And so for whatever reason, Tyrese Halliburton got to sit the bench and watch, despite the fact that he played great in his limited minutes from what I saw. Tyrese Halliburton is an absolute man-child. I sprinkled a little money on him on FanDuel, to be quite honest with you, to win MVP, because if for some reason the Pacers just click, how sometimes every once in a while there's teams like those old Heat teams where it's like they're not supposed to win, 43 games, but they win like 58, and then it's like, well, who's the best player on that team that just won 15 more games than they're supposed to, and that's the MVP darling, and they give it to, like Tyrese Halliburton will be in the conversation. So I sprinkled a little money, and I say little, like $20 on Tyrese Halliburton to win MVP. So I have a dog in this hunt. 7,201, of course, this is his true, as they say, RPA. Hits a pop 8 and a PSA 8. There are 12 9s and 6 10s. Here's the last 4 results, and this is something here, guys. This is no joke. Look at the last 4 sales on eBay: 3,500, Alt 3,000, Card Hobby, which I think is like Asian eBay. I don't know. Forgive me. I'm ignorant. I am not on Card Hobby, but I think it's like Asian eBay. 5,404, and then Alt Liquid Auction goes for 7,201 last night. This is a humongous sale last night for a PSA 8 Halliburton. And look, I'll be honest with you, the patch is amazing. The autograph is perfect. That's a big-time Tyrese Halliburton card there. He looks pretty flat. Natalia is still down 73.73% over 90 days. But look how happy Halliburton is. All right, next card. We've got the, remember this? Have you ever seen this one? It's only a pop. Oh, yeah. 23-23. Jordan fans rejoice. That's right. Pop 23-23. Stay right there, Luka. This is a monster pop card. This is the card that saw one of the craziest runs in the history of the hobby. This is probably the card that people will think of more than any other card when it comes to the Panini Prism era. Yes, there's great cards from 2012. The Giannis Silver rookie, all the golds from 2012. And the 2012 set went crazy. But 2018 was sort of the height of hobby mania, and this was the poster child for what the hell is happening in our hobby right now. And so this is probably the card that is going to be the most well remembered, I think, from the Panini, certainly from the Prism 13, 14 year Prism run that we went through. But I just kind of wanted to check on this card. Here's what we got right here. Let's look at all of the data. There's 3 of them that sold last night on Liquid, and I do like this. They've got a little pending. The status of the transaction's pending because the person hasn't paid yet. Well, that's fair. It just closed last night, so give them a second here. But it's nice that it says pending, so you can kind of distinguish between those that have already been paid and those that have not yet been paid. And so 3 of them ended last night. They were all around the same, a shade over $1,000. What does that mean? Well, I don't know if you guys realize this, but this PSA 10 Silver Prism Doncic was consistently below $1,000 not very long ago. Here you go on Alt again. $996, $996, $996, $996, still pending from August 30th, so that's not a good sign. It doesn't look like that one's going to get paid. An eBay one that was sold and they got relisted, but check this out. We're still down under the 3 figures. These are selling on Alt as well. If we get to eBay, maybe 1,200, 1,000, 1,000, 1,100. This one's kind of all over the place. It probably depends on centering and just the time of the day and what Luka Doncic was doing at the time, because he is an active player. So I don't know. This is a great card to kind of keep an eye on because it's sort of an indicator of ultra modern prospecting and short-term flippers and stuff like that. So interesting results there. And then this is a big boy card right here. We're talking about, guys, I don't know if you know this, but this is the Thunder and Lightning. There's 2 Thunder and Lightnings, by the way. There's this one, and then there's the one where Pippen fits in the sleeve and all that stuff. This is the 97 Skybox Premium. This is the real, the important Thunder and Lightning. Tough pack odds. These cards do glow in the dark. Yes, you heard me right. These cards literally glow in the dark. This Thunder and Lightning from 97 Skybox Premium is a big Jordan card. Check it out. It sold last night for $4,200. That is not surprisingly, even in PSA 8, a big jump. So if we look at this card dating back to 2022, $1,500, $1,900, $2,100, $3,200, $3,600, $3,600, $4,200. Do you guys notice a trend? I do. This card is on fire. This card is moving. Why are PSA 8s moving? Well, it's because there's only 30 higher. That's why. Because there's 4 8.5s, 9, there's 10 PSA 9s, and there's only 16 gems in the world. And the last time the 16 sold, I wonder if I can click on that. Yeah, there you go. Enjoy. The last time the PSA 10 Thunder and Lightning sold, it sold for $24,600. And if I recall, it might have been a beat up copy. The card has sold in a PSA 10 as high as $43,000 on the old PWCC, now Fanatics. Next card on our list, we've got more Doncic. There's going to be a little Doncic flavor, so bear with me here. I think this is a card that bears some attention. And I think I mentioned this on a Fanatics weekly auction a couple of weeks ago. I don't own the card. I own, I think, 1 Luka Doncic card. This is not it. So I don't really have an invested interest in hyping Doncic. I'm just saying it's interesting to see, we saw his cards rise, come back down, find a saturation point, and it looks like they're starting to move a little bit, okay? And I think we're going to see the same thing with Wembanyama. Sorry for all you Wemby people that are out there buying cards. You're going to crash. It's going to crash. Then we're going to have a buy-in point, and then they'll start to be where they belong, and they'll start to run steady up into the right. But it's coming, like it or not. Any card that goes up that much, that fast, or comes out the gates that hot, we've seen it 100 times. We've seen it with John Morant. We've seen it with Anthony Edwards. We've seen it with Zion Williamson. We're going to see it with Wemby. We're seeing it with Wemby. We saw the same thing with Doncic. The only difference was Doncic was sort of pre-hobby explosion, so his story is a little bit different because it came out low, went up too high too fast, then came back low, and now here we are figuring out what the hell these things are worth. Pop 38 in a PSA 10. This is his true. There's a what's it called? There's another signatures, not phenomenal signatures. What the hell is it called? Sensational signatures, autograph rookie year, but this is sort of considered the true rookie signature autograph. That's why it's called rookie signatures. This one last night sold for $37.33, down from the last one. Ignore this one. It was relisted $4,177. Look at these numbers, guys. Last night, $3,700. Look at these numbers going back in time, backwards chronologically. 5,600, 6,000, 5,800, 4,800, 5,100, 4,800, 8,000, 99, 85, 81. Guys, this is a card that's only a pop 38. If you're going to buy a Doncic card, I would probably skip over the courtside gem that I saw. I would definitely skip over the Silver Prism PSA 10. And even though it's a sticker, I would sort of hyper-focus on this one. I think this one would probably be, of those three at least, again, there's other great Doncic cards that I would buy before this one, but of the three that we've looked at, this is the one I'd probably look at because, as you can see, the pop in gem is 38. There's 82 9.5s. What's that give us? Maybe 120 total? It's not very many, right? In the era where they printed the hell out of everything, 38 gems is not very many in PSA 10. I liked this one because it's Shaquille O'Neal. Obviously, I don't collect any cartoon cards, but this Kaboom Shaquille O'Neal is a pop 17. A lot of people have tried to grade this thing. Apparently, it doesn't grade well. And I don't know if that's a centering issue or a foil issue or what. Some of you Kaboom collectors can set me straight, but I thought this one was interesting to look at because, guys, check out the sale. $3,000. That's more than double the last sale, more than double the sale before, more than double the sale before. I mean, I know Kabooms are popular, and I know, here's the thing that I do know about Kabooms. I think there's Kaboom set collectors out there. Not just, and then just, maybe not even set collectors, but like Kaboom dealers, because I walk through these card shows, rarely, but when I do, like at the National, I notice some tables have an entire case of Kabooms. They're from all over the place, and it's not all Steph Curry, and it's not all Luka Doncic. It's like all sorts of Kabooms, and there's dealers that buy low, sell high, and they deal just strictly, or they hyper-focus on the Kaboom market. And so I think that's probably more so who bought this rather than a Shaq collector. I may be wrong. Let me know in the comments if you're the 3,042 bidder on this card. That seems high to me. That would be the second. No, I guess if you go way back, Kabooms were even hotter in 2021. So let's just say this. We're bouncing back to 2021 type prices with that Shaquille O'Neal right there. Next card, finally, we get to look at an alien. We get to look at MJ. Again, this is called the alien card for obvious reasons. It looks like Sam Cassell on crack cocaine in this picture. PSA 10, this is the Hoops Skyview. This is a card that people I don't think they truly realize what the pack odds are. If you don't know what pack odds means, go look that up. But also you can find the pack odds for this card and every other Michael Jordan card that matters from the 90s on the back of the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy poster, which is available in the description to this YouTube channel. If you want to know what the Cajun Cardboard Hierarchy is for Michael Jordan, if you want to collect Michael Jordan, or if you're already collecting Michael Jordan, you definitely need to check out the description to this YouTube channel and go take a look at those posters. I just released a really cool video kind of giving you all the details on the hierarchy poster. This Hoops Skyview card appears in the Michael Jordan hierarchy. Obviously, if you want to know how hard it is to pull out of a box of 95 hoops, you can go find out for yourself because the biggest Michael Jordan pack odds list in the world is on the back of the poster. Back to the card. Pop 53. Anybody and everybody has tried to grade this a bazillion times. This card is now 29 years old, guys. We're pushing on 3 decades old, and there's still only 150 gem copies of this card. How is it doing? Let's compare it to all the other Michael Jordan PSA 10s. If you kind of scroll back here, this card in October of 2023, 2,500, 2,900, 3,200, 3,300, 3,600, 35,500, 3,700, 3,700. So this is a card clearly on the uptick as well. Again, a lot of people don't dig it because I cannot stress enough to you that is not Michael Jordan's face. This is a deep fake. You know how they prop up Joe Biden and they pretend it's really Joe Biden, but it's not. It's like a dude with a mask on, like a Mission Impossible mask. That's what this is. This is a Jordan deep fake. Somebody's got a Mission Impossible mask on because that is not Jordan's face in that picture. Another Jordan, and this is really interesting to me. So this is a not so refreshing sign here. This is a pop 41. There's fewer gems of this card than the Skyview that we just looked at, but the card is not as rare, okay? Easier to pull card, not as rare as the Skyview, and you can tell by the total graded population between PSA and BGS. But check this out, people. This card's down last night. I know this says pending. Whoever bought this card needs to go ahead and pay and keep the card. You don't want to walk away from this one. This 3148 is a really, really good buy price. Congrats, a huge congrats to the buyer on that one. That is lower than I would have expected. And as you know, most Jordan cards, like we just looked at the Skyview, but check out this card, 2170, 2000, 1950. So it's on the downward trend in late 2023, and then it catches fire. A January 7th sale, 3200, 3360, 4000, and then this one drops all the way down, $852. Do you see how fast I did that Cajun math? That is a big drop right there for a really big time card. 95 metal, 96 metal, and then we transition into what? The greatest set from the 90s, arguably, 1997 Metal Universe. So these maximum metals, and there's two of them, guys. There's a red one as well from 96, I believe. The 95 maximum metal is die cut, really cool, metallic feel. If you scroll down, again, I want y'all to focus down here on this like metal basketball down here. It's really, really cool looking. This is a really cool, it's got the rivets in the background on the basketball. It's like made out of metal. The 96 metal, maximum metal doesn't look anything like this, but it is badass nonetheless. It might even be a better card. Next, let's get ultra modern. Let's get a little crazy in here, and let's look at a Prism Gold serial number to 10 quad gem Donovan Mitchell. Donovan Mitchell is like one of those dudes, like, if you ask me who's better, I think Donovan Mitchell's every bit as good as Jason Tatum. I think Donovan Mitchell's every bit as good as some of these other guys that are like on the outside, just like kind of knocking, trying to get in. He just can't quite find the right situation. Maybe this is the year the Cavs figure all that out. Maybe if they didn't play 2 7-foot guys that can't shoot a basketball, like they're the only team in the NBA that does that. Maybe if they didn't do that, they would be able to win some more games. We'll see what they do with Jared Allen and Mobley, who just refuses to get better on offense. But check out this sale, guys, and this is not a reflection on Alt. This is a reflection on the market just being sick and tired of waiting on Donovan Mitchell to win something. Check it out. 2017, God, that brings back memories. I miss 2017. I was buying, not stuff like this, but I was buying silver Donovan Mitchells, grading them, flipping them, making 5X, taking the money, reinvesting it. The hobby was nuts in 2017, 18, 19, all the way through 2021, and then it's sort of settled down, and so old people like me can finally catch their breath, finally keep up. But this card once sold in 2022 for $28,000. Well, how about a half price discount last night? $15,300. I'm curious in the comments, is this a good buy? If you were prospecting, are you going to prospect into Mitchell? Is it a nice time? Is this a buy low opportunity on Mitchell? I like Donovan Mitchell. The problem is, guys, I know it's kind of crazy. Don't blink. This dude's been in the league 8 years. Like, it was just like he's Mahomes' rookie year. You know, like 8 years this guy's been in the league. That's over half of his career. And so he's running out of time. It feels like just the other day we were like, this guy's the next Dwayne Wade. He's going to be the face of the league. And now here we are 8 years later. He does not have much to show for it except for a ton of big-time statistics and a bunch of regular season wins. Moving on. Let's check on this flagship card. This is the LeBron James 2003 Topps Chrome Refractor BGS 9.5 Gem Plus. And when I say Gem Plus, that means there's a 10 on there. If there were 2 10s, it would be a Gem Plus Plus. If there were 3 10s on there, it'd be a BGS 10. If there was a 10 and a 9, it would be a mixed gem. And if there was 3 9.5s and a 9, it would be a minimum gem. There is your BGS subgrade terminology. This is a pop 442. There's tons of gems out here of this card, guys. If we add up PSA and BGS, it's over 600, well over 600 or nearing 650, something like that. This card sold last night for $13,600. Again, this is not going to help at all because Gem Plus Plus cannot be compared to a minimum gem, so I'm not going to look at these subgrades on a flagship commodity card like this with high pop and make any conclusions whatsoever. I think that's a good buy at $13,600 for a Gem Plus. I'll just leave it at that. I think that LeBron's best days are ahead of him in the card market. Not on the basketball court, but in the card market. And by the way, for those of you not paying attention, LeBron last year was 26, 7, and 8 on 54, 41, 75. And he made an All-NBA team and he made the All-Star team for the 20th year in a row. So for those of you who are like, LeBron's not the same, 26, 7, and 8 is stuff that Jason Tatum and Donovan Mitchell and, Tyrese Halliburton dream of, okay? Those are insane numbers for a 39, 40-year-old. All right, then we've got the green embossed refractor. Oh, I'm sorry, it's not the green embossed refractor. It's the gold embossed refractor that just happens to be green. A very, very green PSA 7 copy of a Tier 1 Michael Jordan card. Yes, so if you weren't watching Alt Weekly Auctions, this might be a message to you that you need to start watching them, because a humongous serial number 274 Tier 1 Michael Jordan GER, gold embossed refractor, green embossed refractor, sold last night, and a PSA 7 copy for $19,200. This is probably, it should have finished low, but guess what? It outperformed a sale on Fanatics just a few days ago. Probably needs to adjust that to say Fanatics instead of PWCC. But look at the last two sales: 14.4, 16.2, 19.2. This one jumped despite the fact that it's green as Kermit the Frog. Obviously, this one way back here on Golden Auctions might have been a much clearer copy. Let me see if I can click in and not screw anything up. You ready? This one sold for twice as much on Golden. Can we look at the card? Yeah. Okay, so look, check this out. Let's put it on the screen. Are you ready for this, guys? Look, there's the Golden copy. It's not perfect. None of these are perfect. Anybody who says they have a perfect clarity color GER is wrong. I've got a PSA I think a PSA 9 copy of this exact card, and it is not a perfect copy. Even mine has some green in it as well, but check that out. That's more green. Am I crazy? There's the one last night. There's that one. Last night, look at Jordan's arms and legs. Yeah. See the difference? And that's why it sold for half as much. But again, let's get back to the numbers here. It's still a huge jump. It's a $3,000 jump over the last sale. It's a $4,800 jump over the sale before that. All right, let's keep moving. 2 cards left, guys. Just 2 cards left. We're going to keep this one brief this morning because I just wanted to get a sample size, see if this is something you guys wanted me to keep doing. I love the fact that I can show these huge-ass images. I picked this card because I'll be honest with you, this is I've always loved black refractors. Always, always, always. 21 years ago, I was sitting at my table. At the time, I lived in South Houston, Texas. I was in, I just gotten my law degree. I just started a new job at a law firm in downtown Houston, Texas. And Topps Chrome boxes in 2003 this is 2004, but Topps Chrome boxes in 2003 were $120 a pop. You could even get them for $110 at the right time. So we went to the Houston Card Show at the Convention Center, and I picked up 4 boxes. And I remember what I got out of those boxes. Why? Because it was probably the best card I've ever pulled, and I don't open a lot of wax, so bear with me. I pulled a black Dwayne Wade black refractor rookie card. And at the time, it was like LeBron and Wade, LeBron and Wade, LeBron and Wade, and even Melo, but LeBron and Wade. And it was the thrill of my life because I was more of a Wade fan than a LeBron fan at the time, and I'll never forget it. So when I see a black refractor, it means something to me. This Kobe black refractor, I am sorry, this card should just be worth more money. I don't know what else to say, but here it is. It's serial. These are serial number to 500. So not the rarest things in the world, but when you talk about PSA 10s, guys, pop 15. This is a pop 15 Kobe Bryant black refractor that sold for $1,800. Kobe collectors, you guys should be ashamed of yourselves. You've got to make sure these cards sell for more than $1,800. This card is too beautiful to sell for $1,800. Up $300 from the last sale on eBay, so that's a good indication, but way down from prior sales here. Numerous times it's sold in the mid-2000s. Again, it's just sort of all over the place. Down to $1,800, up to $2,500. Down to $1,800, down to $1,500, down to $1,300. Back to 2,000, back to 2,580, back to 1,500. How does it change 1,000 from one to the other? And then last night it sells for 1,800. So for those of you out there that think Kobe cards are running, are they or are they not? You can say they are all you want. Look at this graph. This is why it's confusing, because if we're being asked, and there's Natalia. Hey, Natalia. If we're being asked to trust the Kobe Bryant graph, look at it run. Undeniable. I don't know where this is, 25 days ago, and then it nosedives. And then it starts to run again. What the hell is happening? I have no idea what's happening with the Kobe market. Why can't I get into the Kobe index? Well, look, here, let me just show you market trends. I think you can go in here and you can go to basketball, and I think there's a way to find Kobe Bryant, but I think I got to search somewhere. Maybe I got to search up here at the top. I'm not really sure, to be quite honest with you, but there's a way that you can go search players and you can see Scoot Henderson's moving, All-Star Thompson's moving, Clyde Drexler, what the hell, is moving. All right, I'm off. Last card, Luka Doncic, Tiger Stripe, PSA 9. Don't ask me why. This is just one of the cards I chose. We chose 3 pretty common Doncic cards, not common, but courtside silver is pretty rare. We saw the autograph was a pop 38. We saw the silver, you can't forget, was a pop 23-23. Shout out to my Jordan fans out there. Tiger Stripe Doncic rookie PSA 9 is up. Okay, so that's a good sign for some Doncic collectors. Now, if we scroll back, this could get really ugly. Yeah, it could get really ugly. 12,000 in 2022. These two were relisted, so we'll kill those. I like the fact that Alt continues to show them that those sold and then they were relisted. That means they didn't get paid. That's what this little guy says right here. When an item is relisted, it means that it was listed for sale again by the same seller. This could be due to various reasons, such as the item not being paid. So it's leading you down the path. It's not making you drink the water, but it's leading you to the water fountain. You can draw your own conclusions. When the same seller sells the same card a couple of weeks later, that means it didn't get paid, right? Obviously. Someone is attempting to create a fake sale or price. I like that they include them because it's very easy to ignore, but it's also nice to know that it was there. 8,100, 7,600, 6,300, 6,250. So dropping, and then boom, last night, 7,020. Again, remember, it's pending. Most of these are going to be pending. This thing ended last night. I am doing this at 6:57 a.m. Do I love you? Do I love you to wake up on a Friday morning, fresh off I had a daughter last night with a college soccer game in Miami. I got a daughter tonight with a college soccer game. I need my sleep. I got to watch my girls play soccer, but I'm here at the office grinding, cranking out some new Alt weekly auction recaps for your amusement. Let me know in the comments. Do you want me to keep doing these on Friday mornings? Yes or no? If you like something about it, tell me. If you don't like something about it, tell me. I promise you, I read every single comment. I listen to everything you guys say. Just keep it classy, San Diego. And I will always take y'all's constructive criticism because I'm trying to do the best. I'm already the most consistent. I'll fight anybody who says otherwise. I'm the most consistent content creator in the hobby. There's no doubt about that. You can go check the number of videos and the number of days I've been doing this, and I'll put my track record up against anybody. I may not be the best, but I am the most consistent, but I'm striving to be the best. I'm striving to get better for you guys and do a good job. The only thing that you can't ask me to do is talk slower because I'm not going to be able to do that. I got to get in and out of this thing. This is pretty good. This has not been going too long. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Hopefully you guys are now aware that this alt auction platform exists. I'll be honest with you. I'm always going to confess. I've never looked at an alt weekly auction in my life until this week. And I wanted to get that thunder and lightning. So I tried, and apparently I didn't get it. I didn't get an email, and I don't remember what I bid, but it didn't say, congrats, you won, so I'm assuming I got my ass kicked on another Jordan card. Anybody who won stuff on Alt last night, comment below and let us know. Anybody who sold stuff and did well on Alt last night, comment below and let us know. But I do think if you're a Doncic collector, a Jordan collector, a Kobe collector, a Mehmet Okur collector, a John Stockton collector, God forbid you're a Bill Laimbeer or an Isaiah Thomas collector, Alt's worth looking at. If you like basketball cards, there's some pretty big cards last night. We just looked at 13, 14 cards that really kind of caught my eye, and it is a really easy interface to navigate. I mean, it's nice tech. It's nice and smooth, and you get a lot of data up close on the very first page when you click into the card. I kind of like it. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments. Again, thank you guys for watching. You're going to be seeing this probably on a Friday if you're doing your job and you're keeping your finger on the pulse of the hobby. Thanks to me. So I hope you have a great weekend this weekend. Don't forget, I have got, sorry to promote another platform, but I have got some huge cards that are part of my Cajun Cardboard collection that are ending Sunday night in the Fanatics weekly auction number 138. So you'll get a very interesting recap from that auction on Monday. You're going to get a Cajun Cardboard filter auction recap in addition to the regular recap on Monday. Cajun Cardboard filter, there's 31 Jordans in there from my collection. 28 of them are gem mint. No, I'm not leaving the Jordan world. No, I'm not leaving the hobby. No, I'm not buying a Cybertruck. I am reinvesting the money. In fact, I have already reinvested the money. Stay tuned for a future mail day and you'll see where some of this money that I haven't even received yet has already been pre-spent in a deal to be consummated at a future date next week. Thank you guys for watching. As always, keep collecting, stay positive in the hobby. Peace.